What's going on, guys? Failed to listen. Welcome back to more Failed Thoughts, and in this video we're going to discuss the absolute disaster, the absolute snooze fest that was this NVIDIA CES conference. I was really only watching this thing hoping that we would get some sort of 1080 Ti reveal, and maybe that I would be wrong about like some of the specs and its performance and such, and maybe we would get a price, and I was going to see what this thing was going to cost. I was going to do videos on this thing, or at least one video, but we didn't get that, at least as far as I know. I watched this thing for the most part all the way through on my phone when I was at a friend's house, and man, yeah, just total snooze fest. And before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, before anyone calls me some AMD dick rider, everyone that knows me knows that since I've started building PCs, Intel and NVIDIA is the couple that I marry. Like, that's all that I've ever done. That's what I stick to. That's what I know. That's what, for the most part, has not steered me in the wrong direction. So if a gamer came to me that had interest in PC gaming, that really just had little to no experience before that, and said, hey man, I really like your videos on YouTube, I trust your opinion as well as a few others more than most, what do you think? I'll get a second opinion after you tell me what you think. I would recommend to them, depending on that budget, Intel and NVIDIA build. It's just really that simple as far as I'm concerned. But I am interested. I can't lie. I am interested depending on how things turn out on AMD's new CPU. So we'll see how that goes. But that being said, meat and potatoes of this video, holy shit. This GeForce Now, at first it kind of sounded, a little bit exciting. Like what they were saying that you were going to be able to do, like even if you were on some garbage laptop or, desktop that's, several years old, or maybe even older, like 6 or 7 years old, maybe. I'm not really sure. But if your internet connection is pretty solid, you're going to be able to play some of these games at good settings, in good frame rate from what I understand. And that's cool. That is cool. But when that price for the time allowed came up on screen, $25 for 20 hours, what in the fuck is happening?
Oh my, that is a no-no. And anyway, that's not how it works.
Like, I don't even know how any company, NVIDIA, this is what happens when the competition is slacking. And really at this point, the competition in some ways seems non-existent, right? I appreciate that NVIDIA, they were doing a lot in this conference that would show you that they're trying to move forward, that they're trying to look ahead into the future. And I appreciate that. That I can get down with. But what I can't get down with is $25 for 20 hours of playtime in some of these PC games. That's a ripoff. I don't remember what the PlayStation Now thing was, but that sounds way better than what this is. Again, I don't remember, for the money that you pay and the time allowed, but from what I remember, it was way better than what we have now with this GeForce Now garbage. I can't see that price sticking. I can't even really see this working out for them in the end, and I feel like in a year or two they're going to end up dropping this thing if it doesn't turn out to be even just moderately successful. I can't even see it really doing any sort of big numbers at all. I just think that this is awful. NVIDIA should be ashamed. But again, I mean, even as an NVIDIA fan, you got to call out the bullshit. You got to call it out. I just, it's hard to respect. They're going to have to hold this L, man. I think it's an L. I don't think this is going to do anything. I'm sure some people will try it. I've got a few PC guys that will try it, even though their PCs are perfectly capable of running these games on their own. Some of them will probably try it just to see what it's like, once or twice or whatever. But I wouldn't hand them $25 for 20 hours. Like, what for? What for, man? NVIDIA, come on. And you didn't even announce the 1080 Ti, which is probably why you had like 25, 30,000 viewers there on Twitch anyway. Like, I would say 90 to 95% of those people were watching because they wanted to see 1080 Ti and the price. It was really nothing more than that. And the jokes that people had after that $25 for the 20 hour, it was incredible. Even when they were bringing in the driving stuff and the driving AI and all of that, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. I mean, you just got to go back and watch it for yourself. I'm sure you can see the chat, but man, they got ripped a new one, and I think they deserved it. Sorry, NVIDIA, hold this L, man. You guys take it easy, take care. Thank you for the continued support. Peace.